Well, hello, Connecticut. I'm Renee Danino, and welcome to Hello, Connecticut on the Wax. And I have such a great show for you today, but I want to remind you, as always, please follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And we end our show with my favorite segment, which is our Hello, Connecticut Smiles with people and pets. And if you're interested in sending me any of your favorite smiling people or pets in your life, you can always email renee.danino@WFSB.com. So today's show will be featured on Connecticut Veteran Grown, DeSorbo Health and Wellness. I'll tell you how I got myself into shape. And the crazies are coming, all to benefit the Connecticut Restaurant Association. So stay with us. We've got a great show. Now let's take a wide shot on this beautiful kitchen area because we brought the wine and we bought the mushrooms. I'm so excited. We've got so many wonderful, incredible guests here today. I do want to say thank you to CT Veterans Grown and, of course, your organization too. Amanda Fargo Johnson is with CTRC Andy. She'll explain that. Ryan Winarski from Priam Vineyards and Chris Pacheco, who is from Seacoast Mushrooms. Thank you guys for being here today.
Thanks for having
us.
Thank you.
I love that you brought wine and tasting. I have to do it because that's a part of my job. Anyways, Amanda, tell us a little bit about CTRC&D and CT Veteran.
Sure. So Connecticut Resource Conservation and Development is a mouthful, so we go by Connecticut RC&D, and we are a statewide organization, over 55 years in existence with environmental and ag programs. And several years ago, we started a veteran farm-up program to provide one-on-one assistance to veterans, and we've progressed to starting last year the CT Veteran Grown initiative.
And the response has been incredible, right? I mean, we have the CT Grown, but now we have the CT Veteran Grown, and I think people love that, and especially as we're centering around Veterans Day, it's really nice to be able to highlight you. Thank you both, obviously, for your service, for your company service. I know people that work with you. So let's go to the man closest to me,
Sure.
Ryan and Priam Vineyards, and all these beautiful wines. What's it like being a part of not only the Connecticut growers industry, but also our vineyards and CT Grown?
It's challenging, but it's fun. You know, I mean, it's wine at the end of the day, and everybody loves a little bit of wine. So the biggest thing is that it's just challenging for us to get ourselves out there, and this is a great opportunity to do that.
I would also say it's challenging too because sometimes Mother Nature.
There's that.
There's Mother Nature. So were you affected with any of this rain or this year, or will you even know yet with your grapes?
This year we're done. We harvested. We are already making wine, but actually we had a terrific year for growing.
Oh, good.
In Colchester, where we are, was very dry, so the grapes came out fantastic. The year before, on the other hand, we had a very wet year, rained every weekend. Grapes really kind of suffered. So.
And how long have you and your wife been in charge of Priam Vineyards?
2 years this past July.
Wow.
So yeah.
And we're going to do a little tasting before we get to that because I want you to tell me about what you've brought, and we'll look at some of the product. Chris, I wanted to go to you with your Seacoast Mushrooms.
Sure.
A veteran owned, obviously, in Connecticut. Tell me about your experience
That's
with CT Veteran Grown and getting the word out.
It's an incredible opportunity. I think what Connecticut Resource Conservation Development has brought to the state to make folks aware of just opportunities for veterans, I think is tremendous. I think the outreach, this forum creates a great opportunity for that, to make more folks aware that there are other veterans that are growing in the state and to see what other opportunities exist, both through RC&D, but also through the Connecticut Department of Agriculture. I think is a huge piece of that. So
your mushrooms, can I call it shrooms, or does that take it to another level? I don't know. But your mushrooms look amazing, but I don't know if I'd find these in my backyard. We'd probably leave it to the professionals and you, right?
That's probably the best.
These are all grown right here in Connecticut?
That's correct. That's right. In fact, many of them my crew harvested today, so we have them fresh for the show.
So where are you located?
So we're located in Stonington, Connecticut.
Okay.
We sort of built a new facility and are into full-blown production here. We've been growing for about 10 years now in Connecticut and grow a variety of gourmet mushrooms that you can find at farmers markets across the state, from Westport, Greenwich area, all the way to the southeastern corner in Stonington, with New Haven in between. And
if someone wanted to grow a mushroom, like how do you even, don't you need like special circumstances around you, like soil and darkness?
I think for all farmers, there's different challenges associated with growing, and mushrooms present their own unique challenges. They're the type of mushrooms that would naturally be found growing on the sides of trees in Connecticut, and we've figured out as other mushroom farmers have ways to grow them indoors.
Wow.
And so the floods and everything that everyone experienced, we were fortunate to not have to struggle with that. But yeah, so we grow everything indoors.
Wow. And as far as the wine, you've got such a variety of wine here, Ryan. Tell me about some of the different varieties and the grapes that you've used.
Sure. I mean, we have 14 acres under vine and 7 different varietals under that. Most of our wines are all pretty much blends. We obviously have to make a ton of different kinds of wine because there's a ton of different types of
Ton of
tastes.
need, right?
Yeah, so there's something for everybody.
You've got some reds here. What types of reds do you have?
Right now we have our Reserve and our Family Tree Red. We're working on 4 new ones to come out very soon. And actually we have the Roses Red as well.
Oh, did you want me to? To try that? While you're pouring us a little bit of your family wine there, Amanda, tell me about the holiday story coming up, and for veterans watching right now, how they can get involved.
Sure. So we encourage everyone to go to ctveterangrown.org. It's a dual-facing website where consumers can find a veteran farmer near them. They can search by product, search by location, and then there's also a resource hub on there as well. So anybody who's interested from the military to get into agriculture, you're already farming and you need extra support, our staff is there, and we also have professionals to provide one-on-one assistance to them.
And what if the general public watching right now wants to really actively be involved, get a listing of the CT veteran-grown farmers to maybe even donate or participate or purchase? Like, what is the best thing for them to do?
Yeah, ctveterangrown.org. We're also on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. We just started this initiative last year, so we keep adding more and more farms. We have about 33 farms on the searchable map right now, and it keeps growing. And then special for Veterans Day, you can get to see some behind the scenes and see these operations in action with the launch of a mini documentary that we have that's coming out on Veterans Day 2024.
And some familiar faces from the CT veteran grown and farmer industry in our state are going to be in it. And the best place to watch this documentary, as we say thank you to our military across Connecticut and, of course, our veteran farmers. Where can we watch this?
ctveterangrown.org, or you can find us on YouTube as well.
All right, so very quickly before we wrap, I want you to tell me what I'm tasting here, and then I want a quick mushroom. Tell me like what all those mushrooms are. So quickly, what are we tasting here?
This is kind of a sangria blend, so it's very fruity, light. Throw some ice and some fruit in this, and you're ready. It's a party in a glass.
It's a party in a glass. Cheers. You guys, you've got 2 glasses there. Let's see.
Sure. We'll join in. Cheers.
Oh, it is a party in a glass. Oh, wow, that is actually delicious. Sometimes my facial expressions betray me, and they didn't. I'm telling you right now, I would buy this. Roses Red. Sangria blend. I'm telling you right now, this should be at your holiday table, a little holiday punch. Cheers.
Cheers.
That is absolutely fantastic. Cheers. All right, quickly, Chris, what are these mushrooms that we're looking at?
Sure.
So start from the point to each one and tell us.
So we've got some blue oysters here and some golden oysters. The colors help with the names. A bowl of shiitake, also known as shiitake. You see some chestnuts on the far left, some lion's mane, and some maitake, or also known as hen of the woods, a mushroom that can be found actually this time of year throughout the state of Connecticut.
And what's the most versatile mushroom here? What's the one that people could use the most in their home?
I would say in your home right away, shiitake. They're probably the easiest. You pop off the stems, slice them, and saute them in a skillet. So that's probably the easiest way to prepare them. And if you can't find us and you're looking for a way to get some Seacoast mushrooms and support some veterans, go to your favorite restaurant. And if you see Seacoast mushrooms on the menu, you're supporting a Connecticut veteran-grown business by purchasing that entree on the menu or that the restaurant has to offer. So it's a great opportunity to support us if you can't find us at a market. Go to your favorite restaurant.
Seacoast mushrooms, very quickly, what are a couple of restaurants that use you?
Sure. So there's Fire by Forage for sure. That's a big support of us. Shipwright's Daughter happened to be a James Beard Award winner here in Connecticut, and they were a huge supporter of our mushrooms. But you can find us everywhere from Westport all the way along the seacoast up into New Haven. Huge supporters in West Hartford. The Max Restaurant Group has been supporting us for years. Max Oyster Bar, Maximia, those are some great restaurants you can go to support us.
Well, cheers. And Ryan, I know I have to go to my teas right now because we're live, but how can people find you online quickly?
Priamvineyards.com.
Priamvineyards.com. You can't get any quicker than that.